Testing, low sensitivity mic. This could be pretty loud. It's the first video I'm going to try to put on here. I'm just going to demo the Ampeg VH-140C, the Randall Rg100ES, and the Randall RBA500ES. This is pretty much my rig. I don't know if you can see it here. I actually use all 4 amps and all 5 cabinets. The Ampeg, if you could tell, is powering the left Mesa cab, and there's a Jackson cab over there behind the drum kit. The Randall RBA500, which is a bass amp, is powering the Ampeg 810 cabinet, and the top Randall Rg100ES is powering the Marshall cab to the right, and the Rg100ES labeled Amp of Death. I actually have it piggyback. I have the effects send from the Randall with the white 12X going into the effects return of the Amp of Death over there, and the speaker output of the Amp of Death is just going to the Mesa on the bottom down there. So it's all worked and hooked up. Pedal board that controls it looks like this. Guitar into the Whirlwind. Channel B is strictly for the bass amp. That's how I use my clean tones, and I use the overdrive to give it a little more low end on the distorted stuff. All the effects, the overdrive pedal, the chorus pedal, both phasers and the delay are only in the signal path to the Randall bass amp. That one. The other one, the A channel from the Whirlwind selector, I have it run to the Morley ABC, C being the Randall setup is controllable, B being the Ampeg VH-140C, and the A output goes to my tuner. The Randalls, I know there's been arguments, I've seen videos and forums about people saying it's not that high of a gain of an amp, and it's not actually. You have to have an overdrive pedal or an EQ of some sort to boost it, to get it to the drive level of what I would consider modern day metal. The Ampeg, on the other hand, has more than enough gain. I would be curious to see how an SS140 compares to the VH. I haven't had a chance to compare them hand to hand, but I'm going to demo this. I'm going to move this camera back a little bit. Hopefully it won't blow out the sound. Let's see what we got. And I'm going to step in front of the camera here. It's an older ESP LTD H200, which I have stripped down, refinished, all new hardware. It's got, I'm just going to pick it up, emg-85 in the bridge, emg-81 in the neck. That's a little bit different from the conventional setup, but it works best for me. The 85 has a little more output and a little more bass to it. I'm using heavy strings. It's the D'Addario makes a set that's a 14 gauge through 68 gauge, and well, they used to make, I don't know if they make them anymore, but I'm tuned to drop A, which would be B standard, and then dropping the low B to A. So let's see what it's going to sound like. Alright, test. This is everything running strictly distorted. Not sure how that's going to sound. I'm going to go to the Randall by itself. In the controls on the Randall. I mean, let me zoom in here and see if you guys can see them on the amp. I know a lot of people curious about those. I'm not interested in the Don Bag tone, although I know he used this amp pretty much exclusively throughout his career on most of the recordings and the Pantera stuff. Several other people use this amp. I think George Lynch used it, helped design it. Kurt from Crowbar, Kingdom of Sorrow, uses this. Sammy, when he played with Acid Bath, used this amp. Numerous people use them. Really great versatile amp, but does the style I play really well. So as you can see, reverb 0, presence wide open, bass around 8, mids around 3, treble around 4. The master is actually turned way down for this video. It's barely over 1. It's an extremely loud amp. I have the gain cranked all the way up, and I'm going to demo the difference with the gain with the overdrive pedal in front of it, so you can actually see it, hear the difference hopefully. So let's try this. I'm going to back it away. First I'm going to play with the overdrive engaged, and the overdrive is actually set pretty flat. It's set max on. OD 808. The camera's not zooming in. It's tones right in the middle. The overdrive is set 9 o'clock. I would say 7 o'clock is probably 0. So it's barely cranked up, and then the balance, which is the level, is wide open. Here we go with that. Get out of the way here. The overdrive pedal. With the overdrive pedal. So that's the Randall. Switching over to the Ampeg. Settings on it are pretty much same as the Randall, except the gain is running at 5, halfway, and it has no boost, no anything else other than guitar straight into the amp. And you guys can see what this sounds like. It's a little darker tone than the Randall, I believe, in my opinion. But it works really well with the Randall. Really thick. Really, the tones really complement each other. Now I'm going to let you hear the bass rig. This is kind of unconventional. I haven't seen too many people incorporate bass rigs into their guitar rig. I used to play bass a while ago, so I had the gear. I figured I'd throw it in there and see what it sounded like. I use it for my clean tone. Use it for the effects, delay, chorus, the really trippy phaser, and then the regular phaser. And then when it's going, the whole rig is running, I actually, with the distortion I use, this is what it sounds like. the doom sound is bands like Sleep, that type of Electric Wizard, those type of bands have a little bit different sound. And I believe that the strings may play a part in it. The 68 tuned to A is actually quite a bit of tension, whereas a lot of those bands tune to A and only use 52, 54, 56 on the big strings. Makes it sound a little bit more floppy, a little bit looser. But anyway, in a nutshell, that's the rig. I'm going to try to upload this video. Hopefully it comes through. You guys out there with any questions, shoot them at me. Maybe I can make another one. Thanks, guys.